travel enthusiasts, family and friends. Very excited to have you this evening. We're heading to Croatia tonight. And I don't know if you had heard, but we had a big announcement about 2 weeks ago that Travel Light by JJ is now Julie J Travel. We had a complete refresh. I've taken the opportunity during this staycation to make good time, use of my time, I should say. And so now we have rebranded and fresh website and complete new logo. And you can visit my website at juliejtravel.com, or you can always email me at julie@juliejtravel.com. So we're super excited and hope you go over and check us out. And if you want to sign up for our newsletter, which goes out every other week, you can go down to the bottom of the website and go ahead and sign up for our newsletter, which has a lot of great travel content and tips and information. And again, that's every other week. So I also just got off of a super high from this week. I've been in a travel conference with a lot of my fellow travel agents and my host agency with 33 preferred suppliers and vendors, some of them new. I'm excited about a new one that I was learning about. They're not new to the industry as they have ships that they've had in Portugal. However, they're launching a complete new brand, and it's the Atlas Ocean Voyages, and it's going to be, ships are going to be 196 passengers and 186 passengers, and their sailings are going to start in the Mediterranean in this coming July in 2021, and they're going to be offering a very luxury experience for the adventurous travelers, and going to have a lot of unique experiences that you can do from the ship that will be included, and you won't have to pay extra for those. So it's going to be very exciting, and I'll tell you more about them as I learn more about them. But it was a great conference, and I was very inspired, and the theme was to fly and to soar, and so that's what I'm doing. Eric and I, at the end of the conference, they were offering some special trips for us travelers, travel advisors, to go together. And so I've been trying to figure out what I'm going to do for my 50th birthday that will be coming up February 2021. And they had a trip to Ireland, and they also had a trip to Africa. So what I decided was I signed us up for the Ireland trip, which is in and out of Dublin, and we'll be staying at the Ashford Castle for 2 nights. So I'm super excited, yay, about that. And then the Africa trip, I decided instead of going with that group that I'm going to lead my own small travel group for 2022. So if you're interested in traveling to Africa with Eric and I, we're partnering up with one of my preferred suppliers, Hills of Africa, and I've already started talking with them about possible dates and getting information, but I wanted to reach out to you and find out where you might want to go and see if there's enough of a desired particular location and center it around that. So shoot me an email, julie@juliejtravel.com, and I'd love to hear from you. So tonight, again, we're heading into Croatia, and we're going to have our Captain Big E come aboard and start us off with the travel trivia. And how that works is there's 4 rounds and an additional tiebreaker. He'll read 2 questions twice. Whoever responds the quickest with the correct answer will get that round correct. And always feel free to play on the replay, because I'll be doing a watch party later this evening. And so whenever you see this, feel free to play, and we appreciate your participation. And then I'll read through the thread and I'll announce the winner tomorrow. So come on, come aboard, Captain E.
Hi, Julie J.
Hi, how are you?
I would like to report that your yacht is all shipshape. The Be Chill is the name of your yacht, and
yes,
it's all shipshape, cleaned and tied up and ready to go.
I can't wait. Right. However, I would like a beverage. So would you mind pouring me a little red wine?
I would love to.
And this is from Montenegro, which is one of the bordering countries. And again, tonight we're having, this is inspired because olive oil is one of the things that you can get if you go to Croatia, and I can certainly help you with that. And you will get, this is the olive oil, and if you can't find Croatian olive oil, just get a very nice olive oil. But it's got green scallions, It has Greek seasonings. It's got tomatoes. It has feta. And that is it. It's as simple as can be. It's suggested to have it with pita bread. However, Eric and I are trying to do the healthier thing, and so we've got celery this evening. But you can pair it with most anything. So enjoy. Cheers to everyone. Happy Friday. Let us know where you're tuning in from and what your beverage this evening is or was, if this is a replay for you.
That's delicious. I can see the whole region on the back of the bottle.
My Eric likes maps, that's for sure.
Shall I begin?
Yes, please.
I'm doing 2 questions?
Yes, please.
All right, first question. How many counties or provinces does Croatia have? How many counties or provinces does Croatia have? The next question is, on which sea is Croatia located? On which sea?
And it's a beautiful blue sea.
I know the answer.
Oh, no peeking.
Oh, in which sea is Croatia located? All right, ship ahoy.
Thank you, Captain E. So Croatia. Croatia is located near Italy and Greece. It's 2 hours from London. It has 5 countries that border it. That would be Bosnia, Hungary. You have Serbia, Slovenia, and Montenegro. It is also the very ideal, so it's very popular in Europe for people to go there. And because it actually checks the boxes for many travelers and their desired type of trip. And again, it's open now to the U.S. to travel there. So that is super exciting. And there's so much outdoor activities and space that it is a great location to travel to. So you have the nature lovers, you have the foodies, you have the adventurous souls, you have the explorers, you have the yachters, and you also have the history buffs. So let's start with those nature lovers. So there's many national parks. I'm not going to say how many because that's one of your travel trivia questions this evening. But you have many of the national parks, and you have Brijuni, which has 14 small islands, and they're just beautiful in shapes and forms and have cliffs. And then you also have Plitvice, which is another national park, and that has 16 lakes, and they're made out of travertine, and they sit up top on a mountain, and they're connected by waterfalls, and the waterfalls are like 255 feet in the air, so you are completely surrounded by beautiful nature. And the foodies are going to love this place. There's so much going on for the foodies. You can go, and fish is one of the major things, because now that you've had your question and hopefully you've given your answer, it's on the Adriatic Sea. So on the Adriatic Sea, you have fresh fish coming in. So that's a big thing when you're there, is eating a lot of fish. If it's there, it's fresh, and I highly suggest it. You also have the olive oil. They're also famous for cheese there. You have where you can go to the market, get your fresh fish, get all your vegetables, and then you can go do a culinary class. And some of these culinary classes you can go and do within a local's home, or you can actually dine in a local's home as an excursion to do an experience that you'd like to do. There are a few house rules if you decide to do that. One, it is always nice to bring them a little gift. And then when you're there, as they introduce themselves, you want to call them by their name as they introduce themselves to you. And then you also want to go with a big, healthy, happy appetite, because they take offense if you don't clean your plate. So that's important. And then you also want to bring your humor. They are into teasing you. You might be part of the joke, so definitely bring your humor and don't get too hung up on it.
That sounds like a place for me.
Oh yeah, definitely. But you also have alfresco dining outside, and they have plenty of sunshine there. And there's also something, Julie J Travel is all about inspired experiences. And there is a very unique experience. There's a company that's a traveling company, and they go around. They've been to 65 countries. They've actually been to the U.S., Las Vegas, and Florida. And it was two companies that formed another company out of Belgium. And this was in 2006. And they brought a company that was for advertisement, and it was focused around gourmet food. And then they joined up with a company that installs amusement parks. And so they formed this business, and they had 22 young European chefs, Michelin star, and what they do is they take and they do dining, whether it's brunch, lunch, dinner, and they take a crane and they raise a table up in the sky, and everybody is dining, and you're in the straps like you would be sitting in for a roller coaster ride. So you're strapped in, you're in these seats, and you're suspended up in the air by this crane, and in the center is these amazing chefs, and you are dining there it's like 20 plus people. And you can do different things. They also do events, so they do weddings. They've done National Geographic, where it's a movie screen and it's all like you're sitting in a movie theater with the raised seats and everything. And then they also, while you're up there dining, they have it where they have another platform raised by a crane, and you have a complete musical scene going on there. And it is so incredible to check out and see this. And again, they've had the Prince from Monaco dine. They've had all sorts of opera performances up in the sky. I mean, and so their slogan is "Sky is not the limit." There is no limit to the sky, which actually goes with the theme of the conference that I just came off of. They were talking about flying and soaring. We're very good at on the ground. We're all very good at things on the ground, but opportunities are endless, and it's time to fly and soar into 2021 and move on from 2020. So let's do that all together. So let's go and do a little more travel trivia. Bring Mr. Captain Biggie up here.
I'm back. Thank you.
You're back.
Yes. I'm so happy I'm back because I left my wine here. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, everyone.
I'm not sure about the sky thing. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. How high are you?
Very high.
Okay.
Hundreds of feet in the air.
Wow. The view must be amazing.
It is.
Okay.
And you can do it in all different countries. They did it in 2015 in Croatia and 2017. And right now they're in Mexico and Mexico City.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Worldwide. Yes. Okay. Round 2. First question in round 2. What are the background colors of Croatia's flag? Basically, what are the background colors of Croatia's flag? The next question is, how many national parks are there in Croatia? How many national parks are there in Croatia? And I'm sure they're beautiful.
They are beautiful.
I can't wait till you host a trip to Croatia.
I know. I definitely want to do a group there as well. It is amazing. And so much to do and so many different places to go. Oh, he forgot his wine again.
Excuse me.
You only do that twice, huh? Before you'll remember. So our next group of travelers are the adventurous souls. And there's so much to do, as I've mentioned. There are rivers, there are mountains, there's hiking, there's biking, there's rock climbing, there's scuba diving, there's sailing, which is huge there. So there's a lot of active and soft adventure items for the adventurous souls. You also have the explorers, which kind of brings the foodies back in, because the explorers, there is off the beaten path towns that are very quiet and not a lot of tourists and very beautiful. So if you have the time to explore them, it's highly suggested as well, instead of just hitting the bigger cities that we'll talk about in a little bit. But also things that you can do is you can go on a truffle hunt. You can do a truffle dinner. You can do private dinners in castles. And actually the Guinness World Record holder for finding the largest white truffle is from Croatia, and that is 2 pounds 8 ounces is that truffle, and that's pretty big. So we're going to bring Captain E up again for more travel trivia.
I'm busy tonight.
We're on round 3.
Round 3, first question. What famous city in Croatia was the favorite for filming the Game of Thrones? What famous city in Croatia was the favorite for filming the Game of Thrones? So they make movies there too. This is exciting.
Yes.
Okay. And then next question is, how many international, that's the key, international airports are in Croatia?
Yes, because there's more than this number, but we're just saying the major international ones.
How many international airports are in Croatia? So we have options of where we can fly into?
Yeah, quite a bit.
That's great to have options where you can fly into.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Who doesn't love options?
Yes.
Our next group is the yachters and also our beach goers. There are so many beautiful beaches. There's over 2,700 hours in a year of sunshine there. And the beaches are magnificent. You even have, one of the beaches was like the top 3 in the world. It's where Mamma Mia had filmed part of their film. And so you also have over 1,000 miles of coastline. You have over 1,200 surrounding islands to go visit, which then comes into play for all the yachters. That is very big. Thus, Captain Big E here tonight. He can help arrange, make sure, and assist with making his contacts down in Croatia, and will get you a crew for your sailing excursion who will take care of you. And there's sailing, regular sailing. You have catamarans. You have these Turkish boats, and you also have the traditional motorized yachts. You have also private yachts. You have Magic Johnson was just there during the pandemic with his family on a private yacht, and he was having such a wonderful time that he decided to stay even longer. So there's definitely a lot of opportunities, and those Turkish boats are called gulets. So that's kind of interesting. But so you can go island hopping on the sailing or these boats and things like that. So that's very big there. And then you also have a beach that is called the Golden Horn. It's actually a pebble beach, and it changes in size and color based on the wind. So I thought that was really interesting as well. You also have many opportunities for history buffs. A lot of histories in Dubrovnik, and you have 10 UNESCO sites. There's plenty of fortresses, museums, and all sorts of different things to go and see. Medieval walls and things like that. We're going to bring Eric up for our 4th round of travel trivia.
When do we get to eat your appetizer?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe afterwards.
All right, round 4. Well, I like this question. Which Italian-born American former racing driver, one of the most successful Americans in the history of the sport, was born in Croatia?
Yeah.
So think about that. Which Italian-born American former racing driver and one of the most successful Americans in the history of the sport was born in Croatia? The next question is, what breed of dog is white with small-sized black dots on them, can be traced back to the region of Croatia? We read the dog question. Our dog barks in the background. So, what breed of dog is...
Who wants to participate?
Yeah, what breed of dog is white with multi-sized black dots on them, can be traced back to the region of Croatia? That's interesting.
Yes.
Can't wait to hear the answer. Was I supposed to do the tiebreaker?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yep. So Dubrovnik, big city there, and lots of rich cultural history, is where Game of Thrones is based, an HBO series. I've never watched it, but it does have a huge fan base, and a lot of people like to travel there, and really they film it right there, and there's so much that they film there that you really feel part of the show going around in the town. There's the Jesuit stairs, there's the St. Lawrence Fortress, there's a island with the visitor center that's part of it. You have botanical gardens, a monastery. Speaking of the monastery, we have some fun facts to talk about for Dubrovnik. You have an old pharmacy, and there's been arguments back and forth, but in Europe, it's like the longest standing operating pharmacy, and it's in the Franciscan monastery. And it also has this rose skin cream that is a must purchase, I'm told. So when I make those arrangements, or maybe we'll go as a group to that location as well, we will all get the rose cream, skin cream, so we can all be nice and soft. Other things to know is that the tourists also call Dubrovnik the King's Landing. And Dubrovnik is cut off from the rest of Croatia. It used to be its own republic with its own money. And actually north of the city, about 12 miles into Bosnia, it actually splits into two. Croatia splits into two. And then the second largest city is Split, S-P-L-I-T, Split. And that is also a really unique city to visit. And they actually, in Croatia, they have the world's smallest city, which is Hum, H-U-M. And so they have a tiny, so like when I said, you can get off the beaten path and go different places. You can go to Hum, Ho-Hum. So that's kind of fun. And so if you're going for the first time, I suggest about 10 to 12 days to really immerse yourself in the experiences there, because I like to craft inspired experiences for active aging travelers, busy professionals, and groups seeking exhilarating vacations that envelop you in luxury. And so what I like to do is, with my deep destination knowledge and my contacts with the tour guides and top guides, and also my creative spark, I like to immerse you in these cultural experiences and destinations you've been dreaming about, and get you there with also making sure that you make it to those beaches and have some nice relaxing time. So that is what Julie J Travel is all about. And I also would say probably between April and October is the ideal time to go. And so I look forward to talking more about you if you have interest in Croatia. We're going to bring Eric up right now to do the tiebreaker. So I hope you guys are doing well with the travel trivia. And again, if you're on the replay, feel free to play, and we'll announce the winner tomorrow.
Tiebreaker. How many winemakers in vineyards combined are there in Croatia? That's a good question.
And there's a lot.
Winemakers and vineyards. How many winemakers and vineyards combined are there in Croatia?
Zinfandel is actually originally from Croatia. So that is kind of an interesting fact as well.
I always thought that was a California thing. That's interesting.
Yeah, no, it's originally from Croatia.
All right.
And now we're going to go through the answers.
Now we're going through the answers. From round one, we had question, how many counties or provinces does Croatia have? The answer is, one of our lucky numbers, 20.
That's my family number.
And that was the date of our wedding.
And it's 2020.
Oh my God.
And
20.
we're moving forward. Positive thinking, soaring and flying into 2021.
20 counties, that's exciting. Provinces, 20. On which sea is Croatia located? I'm sure some of you Googled. The answer is Adriatic, and it's pictured on the back of our bottle.
And I said it earlier.
Oh, okay. What are the background colors of the Croatia's flag? The background colors are red, white, and blue. Croatia's flag has 3 horizontal stripes. Red on the top for the Croatian blood, white in the middle for peace, and blue on the bottom for faithfulness to God. It has a coat of arms in the front of that, and the coat of arms is split into two sections. The top quarter is blue with 5 little historical shields on it, and the bottom 3 quarters is red, white, and royal checkerboard. All right, that was a big answer to that question. All right, how many national parks are there in Croatia? The answer is
8.
How'd you know that? Croatia has 8 national parks, which together cover an area of 994 square kilometers. I need to know how big a kilometer is. Whereas the total area of Croatia is 56,594 square kilometers. So that's an interesting fact. What famous city in Croatia was the favorite for filming the Game of Thrones? I think you gave that one away, did you?
Yes.
Dubrovnik. Visitors from all around the world are captivated by Dubrovnik's culture heritage. This medieval town, called the Pearl of the Adriatic, is also favorite filming location of the Game of Thrones.
Yes.
All right, how many international, that was the key word, airports are there in Croatia? There's 6, and that's pretty cool. There's 6 ways to fly.
Yeah, there's other private ones, more like 9 total, but 6.
So when you talk to your travel advisor, as in Julie J., she can find you the best international airport and the best rate to get into, correct?
Yes, definitely.
Ooh, I'm working
Always.
with you. I'm working with you. All right, which Italian-born American former racing driver and one of the most successful Americans in the history of the sport was born in Croatia? I've always loved this guy growing up. Mario Andretti!
And I've never driven anything like him.
We won't talk about that. Mario was born in Motovan, Croatia, along with his twin brother. I never knew he had a twin brother.
Yeah.
Aldo Andretti. So he had a twin brother, and they were born to Italian parents in Croatia.
Yeah.
Very interesting fact. I like that one. All right, what breed of dog is white with multi-size black dots on them, can be traced back to the region of Croatia? I had no idea in this one. I wouldn't have picked this at all. The answer is the Dalmatian. It's a breed that can be traced back to Croatia and in the Dalmatia region. Oh, that's real interesting. So if you go there, do you see a lot of Dalmatians running around? I'd like to see that.
I think it's just Dalmatia, not Dalmatia.
Oh,
Eric likes to add his own flair. It's okay. Keep moving.
All right, tiebreaker. Here we go. How many winemakers and vineyards combined are there in Croatia? So this answer means we're going to have a really good time.
This is huge.
The answer is not 1, not 100, not 1,000.
Not even a couple thousand.
Not 10,000. Not 25,000. The answer is 41,188 winemakers and vineyards cover 20,885 hectares of land in Croatia. That means that we're going to have a really good time with our wine. Thank you all. I'm going to go check on the ship.
Thank you, Captain Biggie. Can't wait to travel with you to Croatia. So thank you all for tuning in tonight. And if you missed it earlier, we had an announcement, which I announced 2 weeks ago, that Travel Light by JJ is now Julie J Travel. And very excited, have a complete new website, juliejtravel.com. And you can go there and sign up for my newsletter if you're not already receiving it. And it comes out every other week with travel destination information, travel candy to dream about, and also travel tips and information that you might find very useful.
And your trip's going to be on there, your future hosting trip?
And so we've talked about tonight that I'm going to host, Eric and I are going to host a trip in 2022 to Africa. And we would like to know where you'd like to go. So it's going to be a small group. I'm going to be working with one of my preferred suppliers, which is Hills of Africa. And I'm very excited. We'll be doing some gatherings on Zoom or something like that to inform everybody and have an information night So again, reach out to me and let me know where you might want to go. And people are already traveling there right now. It's open to the public. So we're excited about that. And I actually have a group of friends, travel friends, that are going next month to Uganda, where all the gorillas are. You have to keep 32 feet from them, but no less, they're going. It's going to be a great trip, and I'm very excited for them. So thank you for tuning in. Hope you have a wonderful weekend, and be safe. Bye-bye.